So here's a comment I got on my last video, where I had the nerve to defend the liberation and lives of all living beings. Just a horrible thing to do. So I got some comments. People were upset about that. So, for example, I want to read you one comment that I got on this video. Because I went too far. I went too far. So let's see how I went too far. Good to know you're okay. Thank you. Thank you. I've had to pause the video and go on to something else for the moment, and I want to tell you why. You had to physically. You could not continue physically. Hear me speak. You could not continue physically. Physically, just no possibility. I've had to pause and go on to something else for the moment, and I want to tell you why. Oh, please tell me why. Tell me why you physically could not continue watching the video. And I hope you'll take it to heart because it comes from an honest place. I don't think it does. I don't think it comes from. I read the comment. Okay, I read most of the comment already, and I must say that I don't believe you that it comes from an honest place. Just because you say that it comes from an honest place doesn't mean I have to believe you, and I don't. I'm a lifelong anarchist. No, you're not. No, you're not, because you say in this comment that you're a carnist. What does carnist mean? Carnist mean that you pay people to enslave, to exploit, to abuse, and to murder other living beings just for your enjoyment, just for your superficial, sadistic, meaningless, momentary enjoyment. Is this the act of an anarchist? No, this is the act of a supremacist. If you're a supremacist, a human supremacist in this case, then you are not an anarchist. Stop telling us this lie that you're an anarchist. An anarchist is against all hierarchies. You are for a hierarchy that puts you so much above cows, chickens, pigs, ducks, and other non-human beings, puts you so much above them that you think that 2 minutes of superficial, meaningless sensory pleasure for you is worth their entire lives, their entire existence. You're not an anarchist. And I care very deeply about principles. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because as an anarchist, your principle should be against hierarchies, no excuses. So you don't care about principles. Moral as well as political. Neither. The basic dignity, for lack of a better word, of living beings. So you're so much for the basic dignity of living beings that you kill them and eat their burned corpses. And then shit those corpses out your ass. Dignity. Dignity. This is what you call dignity. Okay. Especially those with higher capacities of suffering, like cows and chickens and pigs, which you eat. Which to me means I have to be careful not to cause them distress. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, I agree. You should. I agree. You should. And are you? Are you? Is something I think is important for everyone to be aware of and respect. Yes, this is what I said in my video. So we agree about that. Let's see if you actually do that. We agree about that. Okay, we agree. We agree. I agree with what you said now. With that said, oh, that's just a fancy but, right? And we all know that when someone says blah, 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 but then the blah, 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 blah does not matter at all. The only thing that matters is what comes after the but, because everything that comes before the but is just you excusing what comes after the but. With that said, however, nevertheless, and so forth and so on, I also respect your intellect and your worldview. Oh, it's not the but yet. It's not the but yet. I was wrong. It's not the but yet. I wouldn't be here watching your videos if I didn't. Okay, okay, thanks. You respect my intellect. Okay, cool, cool. I will speak with you intellectually. Intellectually, I will answer everything you say with intellectual honesty, and I think I already did that, and I will continue. I wouldn't be here watching your videos if I didn't. However, here's the however. Okay, I saw it come. I feel, feel like you could use a moment of reflection about the way you address people who are not vegan. First of all, I have reflected on it. I have. I've been vegan, an active vegan, for over 15 years now. And every day of those over 15 years, I've reflected on the way that I treat so called non vegans, not vegan, people who are not vegan. And the conclusion that I arrived at was that when I think of people who are not vegan, I should replace the term not vegan with what it actually means, which means people who pay others to enslave, exploit, abuse, and murder sentient, innocent living beings just for their monetary superficial pleasure. These are people who are not vegan. As an autistic person myself, okay, so there's a distinction between neurodivergent people, right, and neurotypical people. And you're saying that you are one of the neurodivergent people, right? Well, how do autistic people speak? They don't wrap everything up with all kinds of niceties and manipulations, right? And empty compliments and structures like blah, 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 blah. However, right, they don't do that. They don't pander and they don't sugarcoat, right? They speak directly and honestly. They speak directly and honestly. So this is what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to speak directly and honestly to you and to anyone who agrees with this. I will speak directly and honestly to you. I know pretty well how it feels to be so fed up with the illogic and or irrationality we perceive in other people's life choices. Don't you mean death choices? Don't you mean murder choices? Moral convictions and or political beliefs. It's excruciating to ponder sometimes how much cruelty and suffering human beings are capable of. No, it's not. It's not excruciating to ponder how much cruelty and suffering human beings are capable of. It's excruciating to remember and to know that there are living, breathing, innocent, defenseless beings being exploited, enslaved, and murdered at this very moment. Ever since I started speaking, millions of animals were murdered. That's what's difficult to ponder. You're not the center here. You're not the subject here. You're not the subject. I don't care about the abusers. I care about the abused. I care about the victims. I don't care about the victimizers. I care about the victims. I speak up for the victims. But I also know that it's easy to lose sight of basic consideration for others' inner worlds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In our world, it's very easy to lose sight of basic consideration for others' inner world. That is a very, very true statement. And I'll give you the worst example that I know of this. Our world normalizes losing sight of basic consideration for others' inner world to the extent that the entire inner world of a cow is completely disqualified. Even in a discussion about the cow and the lives of the cow and the automatic death sentence that the cow gets the moment she is born, even when we are discussing this, some people, the ones who pay for her death sentence for their superficial sensory pleasure, mind you, never even mention her once. They write 8 paragraphs about her fate, and they never even mention her once. Yeah, it's easy to lose sight of basic consideration of others' inner world sideway. Particularly when it comes to the possibility that they may also have pondered how the world works and probably aren't fundamentally bad people. No, I don't think anyone is a fundamentally bad person. I don't think Zionists are fundamentally bad people. I don't think the Nazis who murdered my grandfather's entire family were fundamentally bad people. I don't think that. I don't think anyone is a bad person. I think everyone is a good person, is a fundamentally good person. This is what I believe. If I didn't believe that, I would not speak to you. I would not work hard on explaining this and on pleading to your good nature, on pleading to your morality. If you say that you're an anarchist, if you say that you care very deeply about principles, moral as well as political, that you care about basic dignity for of living beings, especially those with higher capacities of sufferings, which to me means I have to be careful about not to cause them distress. That is something that is very important for everyone to be aware of and respect. I agree. What is stage 0 of this? What is stage 0 of this? Not killing them, not murdering them, not exploiting them, not enslaving them. Come on. Come on. You care about them. I know you're a good person. I know. I've been making fun of you a little bit, yes, because you write ridiculous shit. You say you're neurodivergent. But everything that I read now, everything that I heard now, I heard thousands of times in my life. There is the most apt label that I can put on your comment is typical. Typical. Everything here is typical. Be divergent. Be divergent and actually care. Be divergent and not go with norms. Be divergent and not side with the oppressors. And not participate, collaborate with the systems of control. Be divergent. Don't be typical. Typical is murderer. Typical is oppressor. 99% of people, over 99% of humans are oppressors. This is very typical, unfortunately. And I'm trying to be atypical. I'm trying to diverge and to not do that. Please do the same. I know you're a good person. I know you're a good person. I know that everyone is a good person. I know that everyone is a good person. This is why I'm asking everyone, stop taking part of this. Stop taking part in this. Please stop doing it. There is a Holocaust going on. 150 billion. 150 billion with a B every single year are being slaughtered. Ever since I started speaking, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. This is twice the Jewish Holocaust ever since I started speaking. You've been watching this video and 10 million animals were murdered. Innocent, beautiful animals were when you talking to me about your fucking feelings. Dignity, dignity, dignity. What I'm saying is, please consider that other people are also quite capable of having deeply held beliefs that very likely do not contradict yours when stripped down to first principles. Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree. When we strip it down to first principles, you and I are not so different. Why then do our actions so different? Why? Please reflect on that. For one, if you want to be understood and seen by others, it's important to afford them the same respect. I'm giving you respect now. You know how? I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm not sugarcoating it, and I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be a grifter. I'm not trying to be a grifter. I'm not trying to pander to my audience. I'm saying it like it is because it's too important, because it's a Holocaust. But also, I know what it's been like for me. For me, narcissism is also very typical. When I've been in a bit of a spiral where I've lost sight of the fact that I'm not morally infallible. Okay, you're not morally. Who cares if you're morally infallible or not? Who cares? Who cares? This is not a morality contest. This is not a morality contest. I'm not trying to be more moral or less moral. This is not about it. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the cow and the chicken and the goat and the pig who are your victims, whose corpses that you eat. It's about them. It's about them. I want to save them from you. And I can tell you, the alienation you feel will only get worse. Oh, so you're threatening me with alienation. This I heard. This I heard. I heard this many, many times from the members of the Zionist cult. I heard this. The same kind of things, by the way. Everything that you said is a Zionist argument. Everything that you said is a Zionist argument. Your entire attitude is Zionist, just so you know. Not anarchist, Zionist. Your energy, your phrasing, your arguments, the structure, the basic structure of your arguments, Zionist through and through. Through and through. Everything. I'm also a leftist, and I care very much about peace. Care very much about peace. And I respect you, I really do, I respect you. However, I feel like you could reflect on how you treat us, other Israelis, other Jews, who are like you. We're like you. We are part of the same people. We are, and you treat us so horribly. You call us all kinds of things, like Nazis. You say that we're doing a genocide. What is this? What is this? Speak nice. I know that you're upset about what's going on in Gaza. I know that you're upset. I know that you're upset that you see babies dying in let's not talk about the babies. I know that you're upset. I don't know what you're upset about, but I know that you're upset. But please, please, have you considered how we Zionists feel when you talk to us in the way that you talk to us? Have you considered our feelings? Us, the only ones that exist? The only ones that exist? Us? I'd be super willing to respectfully and calmly talk to you about this. Respectfully and calmly. Usually, very, very nice words. Usually very good words. Yes, you chose words that typically are very good. But would you have a respectful and calm conversation with a Zionist about their right to continue oppressing Palestinians? Would you do that? Would you do that? Would you? Would you please say honestly, honestly, please answer honestly. Would you do that? Or would you think that they have forfeited their right to respect by supporting a genocide, by participating in a genocide? Or would you think that it's not the best idea to be calm about a genocide, right? Would you say that being calm about a genocide is an incorrect response? Would you say that? Would you say that? Even on stream, by the way, come on stream. Come on stream. But I will not pander to you. Come on stream and I will tell you exactly what I think about what you're doing and about the effect that you have on the planet. Come on stream only if you are willing and able to hear the truth. And I speak nothing but the truth. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the only thing that I'm trying to do. Speaking just the truth, because I know that the truth is important against oppression. And oppression is controlling you. You are an oppressor. There is a virus called Zionism that has taken over my family and friends, and the people I used to call friends, and make them support a genocide because they are servants to a genocidal supremacist cult. There is a virus in your brain. That virus is called carnism. And you are speaking out of this virus. You are speaking out of this virus. This is why you sound so typical. Because this virus, it doesn't have originality. It kills originality. It kills independence. It kills creativity. It kills logic. It kills compassion. It kills morality. It kills your ability to self-reflect. And I want to ask you, please self-reflect. Please, you reflect. No, you reflect. I've reflected. I've reflected, and the more I reflect, the more I choose to not participate in oppression. And if you asked me to reflect about that, if you honestly asked me to reflect about my participation in oppression, and told me this is how I want to recommend to you to reduce your participation in the oppressive system, yes, I want to listen to that. But I don't want to listen to you telling me that it's wrong of me to do the same. To tell you, listen, you are participating in oppression, and here is how you can stop today, now, right now. You can stop right now. Just decide. It's so easy. It's so easy. Just go, yeah, I think I'm going to stop. And that's it. You've stopped. That's it. That's it. Instead of writing all of these paragraphs, write just one sentence. Write the following sentence. I have participated in oppression until now, but I have decided to stop. That's it. That's it. And then the next time you go to the supermarket, instead of buying the corpse of an enslaved, abused, exploited, murdered animal, you buy a fucking tomato. Okay? This is what you do. You buy a fucking tomato, or fucking lentils, or fucking tofu, or fucking oat milk, or fucking spinach, or fucking, anything that's plants, anything, just buy plants. They're fine. They're good for you. You'll be healthier. Jesus Christ. At a certain point, it starts feeling like I'm watching somebody who is using me. The audience member sympathetic to their views and their plight as a moral punching bag. Fuck you! Fuck you, you're a literal murderer! Fuck you! Fuck you! The nerve. I use you as a I'm asking you to stop murdering. I'm asking you the next time you go to the supermarket, instead of buying the corpse of an animal that was murdered for your superficial, momentary, sadistic, twisted sensory pleasure to buy a fucking eggplant. All the best, man. No, it's not between us. It's not between. I don't care if you wish me the best. I care that you stop murdering. This is more important. From a carnist, from a quote unquote carnist, shows how seriously you're taking this discussion. Carnist? Yeah, we have to find a shorthand for someone who is willingly paying other people to abuse, exploit, enslave, murder, own other living beings who are innocent, defenseless, and helpless just for their momentary, superficial, sadistic, twisted sensory pleasure. Or in short, carnist. Quote unquote carnist. Who nevertheless does care about other animals. If you care about someone, you stop murdering them. Step 0, stop murdering them. If you murder me, then you don't care about me. Right? If I murdered you and said that I cared about you, would you believe me? No, right? Stop enslaving. Stop abusing. Stop murdering. Stop murdering.